right, welcome back to the farm. So, you see, it's gloomy, kind of a heavy mist today. Oh, my plans. Set them on fire, right? My solar kiln, I will get that done. Dang it. All right, so here's what's going on for this moment. So last year we did the Ruth Stout method of potato planting because we have rocky soil, very rocky soil. Look at all the rocks here. And I've picked tons of rocks off of this. So we did the Ruth Stout method, kind of softened the soil, and we laid the potatoes out, spaced them, covered them with hay, put potassium on them, watered them, and when the tops come up, the plant come up, we put more hay, more mulch hay on them, and blah, blah, blah. So here's what happened. First of all, we didn't get any sweet potatoes. We did all the vines, nothing. We didn't even get anything worth eating. So all our potatoes look like this. Little tiny things. And we didn't even get, like, right here is all we got. Right there, 1, 2, 3. So there is a family-owned potato farm that's over 100 years old, like 35 minutes from us. We went there, bought our potatoes. Most beautiful potatoes I've ever seen in my life. And I think we got 250 pounds of potatoes. Well, anyways, we still had 100 pounds left over. So, Kerri, all this past week, that's what she's been doing, is canning potatoes because the eyes. So this is what's left of those. There's these 2 buckets. And these guys here, I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. They're just small. And then plus we have potatoes that are left over from the year before in cans, that is canned. So we have a lot of potatoes. So instead of just throwing these things away, here's what I've done. I tried to kill myself a couple minutes ago by putting the plow on, tripped over a log, fell backwards, twisted my back. I'm freaking awesome. So I'm out here in the mud, and I plowed this row. So I'm calling this the, I don't know what I want to call this method. This is the screw it method. So I am just going to walk along, and I'm just going to drop potatoes in here. And if I have enough to do this row, if not, if I have more, I'll just go back down, get the tractor, come back up, pull another row. Then I'm just going to put the York rake on, rake it, cover them up, and then whatever happens, happens. So that's how I'm going to do this. So, man, it's starting to rain pretty good. All right, so let me put you on. I don't know how I'm going to do this because it's raining, but we'll figure something out. All right, I think that's working. That's the best I can get you to keep you out of the rain. And, yeah. All right, so I'm just going to start dropping potatoes. battery died on my camera. I don't know where my other battery is. I gotta find that. So that's, I don't know, 3/4 of that row. This is definitely not how you plant potatoes, but like I said, we have 200 pounds of potatoes canned in the basement. And if these grow, bonus. Because I'm just gonna come up here right now and cover them over. And we're not fertilizing them. I'm not doing anything to them. Not watering them, not doing anything. So we'll see what happens. All right, well, there's what she looks like. All done. That is how you do not plant potatoes. So, I guess, yeah, we'll see what happens like late summer, early fall. Because that's where they're staying, right there. I'm not going to do anything with them. Not fertilizing, not watering, not nothing. So, we'll see what happens. All right, well, you can see, I know it's all black, but that's just tannin from the trees. Pigs don't care. My gutter system is working, so I'm not having to haul water. And I mean, we've had some torrential downpours here. Obviously, you know, a little 8x8 roof is filled this up. So yeah, I just fed the pigs some blueberries and they devoured them. And I just went and got a board out of the scrap pile and added, I want to show you. I added that board there because you can see all the feed on the ground, on the floor. So they've been wasting. Yeah, so we'll see how this works. Like I said, one of my problems I said in another video was I don't have an angled bottom in there, so they're gonna have to work for it, but that's all right. They got nothing else to do. I just cleaned this out yesterday. Put new mulch hay in, and then hey, what's up, Lucky? Lucky's looking a little better. Yeah, she's still a little light on the fur, but everybody's doing a lot better. The only thing that we have really noticed for our own selves is is the fact that our milk production is down, at least in Betty White, the seinen. She's down a pint a day. So, and I would say Peaches there, she's down half a pint. And then you can see her down there. Penny, she's down, I think she's normal. So her fur doesn't look any worse than anybody else. But today, one of the things we did was the 3 milkers, her and Penny and Betty White, and then we also got her and her. You can see how dirty they are. We put diatomaceous earth on them. So, so the other thing that we're going to do, because I guess technically we don't know if it's lice or mites. It could be either. And if it's mites, then the ivermectin isn't doing anything for them. But if it's mites, yeah, if it's lice, the ivermectin works. If it's mites, the ivermectin doesn't work. So we're gonna go get sulfur powder. Yeah, we're gonna get sulfur powder, and we're gonna sulfur powder everybody. And then we're also gonna sulfur powder their hut, just to make sure, because that will take care of the mites. So I swept out all the corn that was in here. They'll sit here. She'll sit here for hours trying to pick up one kernel. So, and then past 2 days, this is what we've been doing. It's been a mess. is these things were under our rabbit hutches, which were up against the house for the winter. So that's what we were doing, is moving those hutches up inside the fence where the chickens are behind the solar panels. So I had to haul this stuff up on with the forks, and we dumped it in here. This is our compost pile. You know, we watched Lum the Acres, and he was like, man, my compost pile, it's 6 feet high and 6 feet wide. I'm like, that's like a third of what I got. Plus, I didn't even move that stuff yet. So, but I dumped all that and all the, I mean, there was probably close to, well, with all these added up, plus the stuff that I had to shovel, I'd say there was 3/4 of an IBC tote full of rabbit poop and pee. Oh, was it nasty. So, I brought all that up, then dumped it, kind of stirred it around with the tractor. So, alright, well, these guys are good. This is really looking nice, man. I really like this here. This looks good. Alright, piggies, you guys got food, you got water, you got hay, and you got poop. So alright, let's go down. I got some stuff to do down where the rabbits are now and the chickens. So let's go down there. Alright, so I had a duck sitting right there on eggs yesterday, actually for a while. Come out here this morning, all the eggs are gone. So that sucks. That was like 10 eggs in there. So I installed a camera up here today. I got a turkey sitting on eggs. These two jokers. Alright, so this is what we did the past couple days. So I opened up this fence. So we had, oh my gosh, shut up. So we planted roost potatoes in here last year for the roost out method. And that was a complete failure. So just opened this up because I had to get in here anyways with the tractor. So they've been loving it in here. What sucks is they can get out. So I got a duck there. I've got a duck out over there. They're getting out right over there is where they're getting out under the fence. I gotta fix that. But I hate to fix it, and then they won't be getting back in. So I know last year, like my Muscovies, they hatched ducks out on the wild, basically. So, but anyways, we have moved our rabbits up here inside the fence. So, right behind them is electric, so I'll have electric for next year for to heat the waterers. And this is one of the things I showed you, all those IBC totes we had to have and clean out and blah blah blah. So now when they waste food, it goes down here and the chickens eat it. So like right here, this oh, I got something crawling on me. This crazy woman here, look, she's wasting her food. So, what's up, Jack? This is Jack Rabbit. He's our big old Flemish. He's a big boy. Look at him. This cage is 3 feet. Just remember that. So, I mean, he's 18 inches long. He's a sweetheart, though, aren't you? Are you a sweetheart? So that's the other thing that happened this morning is we had some doors open, and this white rabbit at the end was out on the ground. So I don't know what happened there. I think honestly is because these things are not sitting like they used to be. On unlevel ground, I leveled them up as best as I could, and you know, they're all sitting on blocks and whatnot. But anyways, this door was open, and there were some other ones unlatched. I just think they were under tension, so I've kind of re-drilled some holes. But this little lady right here, can you see it in there? She's got babies, kits. Yeah, I know, they're in there. And then this black one has kits. So these are first-time moms, but they're doing pretty good, honestly, for first-time moms. Not all of them survived. She had like some of them out on the wire, and they got cold and died. But that's, you know, it's rabbits. So, and I put a camera right here, facing that way, just in front of my rabbits, just in case something's trying to get at them at night. I mean, technically, I guess a coon could get in here pretty easily. But normally, everything stays out of here because of the geese. But something definitely hauled off all the eggs. So we definitely got to find out what is going on there. So my next step is I'm going to take that cube that we use for baby goats when it's cold out. I'm going to bring them over and put them on the back side of this, so that maybe just throw a tarp over them so it makes them dark in there, and so that, you know, we can get some eggs in there, as the ducks will go in there and sit on eggs. So, all right, on to the next. All right, well, I got a load here of grass. You can see I just picked up this row here. So then I still got 2 more rows, and then I cut up along there. All right, let's go feed. Goats love this stuff. Probably not gonna like dig it as much as they would normally because it's been rained on, but they'll eat it. All right, well, you can see Samson is chowing. Look at him taking his fur out of his horns. You look like Tinkerbell with that fur on your horns. But yeah, so I put grass in there for him. And then Bronson, he's got, hey buddy. So all this grass will be gone tomorrow. They got about 3 forkfuls each. So I don't give them more than that, because if it sits in there, then it molds. So I only want to give them what they can eat in one sitting or one night, you know. It's good, huh? That is some good stuff. Yum, 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 yum. He's turned out to be a pretty nice goat. Okay, so almost done feeding. It's getting dark and it's raining and blah, blah, blah. But up here at the pigs, and I just put they had their feed bowl in the water. So this thing seems to be working. I'm liking it. They have to work for it. So anyways, this is what we're going on. So I'm assuming I'm putting this in the video that I'm making now. Kerri just spent several hours doing cream. So I got, this is all skim milk. So we're gonna give them to the piggies. All right, hang on. Let me set you down over here. Pour this, then I'll show you them going to town on it. It's warm still too, so watch back. Come on. Alright, check this out. Warm skim milk, goat's milk. Look at him blowing bubbles. Don't stand in it. I'm going to town. That won't last long. Him going. Alright, so that's awesome. That is awesome. That's awesome. So, alright, I gotta go do the chickens, get them some food, and should be ready. We should be done for the day, so we'll catch you tomorrow.
Alright, well, I have decided with the overabundance of goat's milk that we have, I'm going to make some yogurt. Yummy. I'm going to make a gallon of yogurt. Don't mind my little makeshift thermometer. I need to get myself a nice digital one with a long stem. A Therm Pro digital one would be preferable, like Ruth Ann Zimmerman has. Love that one. But yeah, piece of mule tape. Give her a stir. I need to get it to 176, 180. Right now I'm at 140. So once it gets to 176 to 180, I will cut the heat and let it cool down to 106 to 113. And for a gallon of yogurt, I'm adding 2 of these packets. And once I get to the cool down stage, I can add this package. And I'm going to dump it into my crock pot, cover it up, wrap it in a blanket, and throw it in the oven. All right, well, it hit 180. And now it's got to cool down to 106 to 113. And then I can add the 2 packets of yogurt, probiotic yogurt. All right, I will check back in. All right, so we just got down to 113, and I just added both packets of the yogurt starter. And then I just got to mix this well, and then I'm going to dump it in the crock pot. I have it slightly warmed. And then I'm going to wrap it in a blanket, pop it in the oven. The oven is off, so it'll keep it at a constant temperature. And then I will check it in the morning. I'm going to let it sit overnight. I will check back. All right, just pulled the yogurt out of the oven. Going to just see. Could probably sit a little bit longer. It smells delicious. Saying bye-bye to the process plant. Take a quick look at it compared to what we normally do. separate the cream from our goat's milk. And this is our cream separator. Right now I have hot water between 140 and 150 degrees. And it is running, it's been sitting in here for a minute. And this is the centrifugal milk separator. So while the hot water is sitting in there, it gives this a chance to get up to speed. And then the water is slowly draining down through, and it's warming all the pieces inside, and it's coming out here. And then while this is running, I have milk on the stove heating to 100 degrees. And then I can, once this water is all through, I can add some milk. I'll empty this out. And then I will be right back. I forgot to mention I do have 3.5 gallons of milk. I am just probably about 50 degrees at this point. There's the cream. This is the milk coming out. And that's how much cream I've gotten so far. Well, there's the butter. I don't know how much is here. I would say maybe a pound. Out of 3.5 gallons of goat milk, I got about almost a gallon of cream. And I think some of it maybe had a little bit of milk, but it's delicious.